I'm in Salad and I saw Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It is directed by Joel Crawford. I haven't seen the other Puss in Boots, so I'm going in cold. So if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. The movie starts for following Puss in Boots, like the title of the movie. But Puss in Boots is an arrogant fellow, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna stop a disaster, adventure, blah, blah, blah. But then he gets crushed by a bell. Hilarious, because he's like, I'm never gonna die, and then he dies. But he's getting it talking to. And I'm like, oh man, who is this guy talking to him? It's some wolf who's like super scary, and I really like this wolf because he is so scary. Man, this wolf, not a friendly fellow. The fact that Puss in Boots is scared of him makes me scared of him, but it's like, I don't know who this guy is. I just know that he's like trying to murder, death, kill Puss in Boots. This is not a good thing. So Puss in Boots, he hears of this wish forest, the dark forest, some wishing thing. I forget the title exactly, but he's gonna go to get a wish. Apparently there's this map thing, and I like the introduction of the characters, all right? So there's a good amount of villains. There's like a tier list of villains though. Like for example, we have that blueberry pie thing. I don't know this fairy tale, so I don't know him off the top of my head, but he likes pie. He's like an emprise guy. He's got like really fat features. He's so fat, his face is so small. How unfortunate. But you know, he's the ultimate villain. He's like, I want to control everything, even though I have all the privileges in the world. He's a character, okay? But also we get another introduction of the Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I know this story a lot. You know, the porridge. This universe is a take on fairy tales, if you didn't know that. But if you did, this was one to focus on. I actually did like how they focused on this one, and I'll tell you just a little bit later. So now we're following Puss in Boots and also a life mate that he recently has met, but they're not on good terms, Kitty Softpaw. I don't know her from the sequels, but she looks so soft and I want to pet her, but she doesn't seem like she wants to be pet. Of course, she doesn't trust anyone. They're trying to get a wish. What could they possibly be wishing for? Well, whose wish is better? Well, I don't think anyone wishes better, because if everyone's on the same equal playing field, then bam, all wishes are equal. Then who cares which one gets done? City Softpaw is trying to steal this map from the blueberry boy and the blueberry pie boy, the fat boy, and also Puss in Boots is also trying to do that as well. But also, guess what happens? Also, the Goldilocks family is also trying to do that as well. So we got like a bunch of families, we got a bunch of people. Would I say families? One family and a collection of other people. And now they're running away because, wow, looks like Kitty Softpaw, and Puss in Boots are like, we're gonna fight over the map. We're gonna escape through a bunch of hijinks. Puss in Boots, you're on your last life, but you're not gonna tell anyone. Everyone thinks you're arrogant, which even if you have some sort of character growth, people are gonna still think you're arrogant up until the end, guy. So, you know, you gotta prove your worthiness. We got Kitty Softpaw, Puss in Boots, running. Have to run. Why is he running? Well, the wolf is coming after him. Oh, I'm gonna take your 9th life. You have 8 lives taken. I'm gonna get you. I like all the battling that happens. A lot of it is Puss in Boots running away from this wolf character. And I really like who this wolf character is. They reveal it a little bit later, but now we see Puss in Boots running away, and he goes to this place where there's a bunch of cats, like too many cats. How many cats do you need, lady? Like, come on. I don't like how many cats there are, just cause hygiene. The owner is like, I don't have any cats here. The health department, you're gonna go away. And it's like, but you blatantly have cats all over the place, woman. What? You also just let Puss in Boots in because, oh, it's another cat. I can take care of another cat. And it's like, this is all your life is dedicated to. And I really like the time lapse of Puss in Boots is just like suffering. He grows a big old cat beard from his small goatee cat beard. Cat is a goatee, not a beard. Cat goatee. Yes, that. It is very convenient though. The Puss in Boots has this beard and a bunch of cats surrounding him because, oh, it looks like Goldilocks and the bears are following him. They're trying to find him. So, because, you know, he has the map. It's epic to find that they literally find him. And they're like, oh, who is this cat? This can't be him. I'm like, oh man, this is hilarious. That you just want to avoid looking at what's in front of you. That is the entire point of the movie, but I'll expand on that a little bit. Also, at this cat place, there's a dog who talks, who's dressed up like a cat. The dog who gets beat around, but has a great outlook on life. Okay, we learn a little bit later while he's with Kitty Softpaw, Puss in Boots. This dog is telling his origin. He's like, yeah, you know what's the funniest thing ever? I was given a sock. I was put into a sock and plus with a bunch of rocks and I was thrown into the lake, into the river or something. But you know what? They don't know that they gave me a nice cool sweater. And I'm like, he's laughing hysterically. I'm like, man, I know this is so sad, but honestly, this is the best way to cope with this, the best way to share it with people. Oh, it's just like, you know, put in a light manner sense versus everyone meaning Kitty Softpaw, and Puss Boots are like looking at him like, whoa, you have a sad story. You're so orphaned. This is an orphan baby. This puppy, it's my literally me character. I swear. I love how the three of them eventually get closer together and kind of understand each other a little bit more. Kitty Softpaw is a little bit more willing to open up. Also, the dog wants to be a therapy dog. And I really like this part where we see Puss in Boots is like scared. He's running away again from the wolf. Ah, wolf is coming. Ah! And then what's pretty epic is that, hey, this dog just comes to comfort Puss in Boots. And I'm like, man, what a good therapy dog. What a good friend. And this dog insists that they are all, in fact, friends, which means eventually they will come to understand and know each other as friends, because that's how saying it out loud works. It's epic. You say it out loud enough, it becomes true. That's what I hear. But then we enter a bunch of shenanigans. The villains are trying to steal the map. First we see, oh, it's actually the puppy's turn to hold the map, because it's the least dangerous. And the puppy has a great lesson. You just gotta smell the roses. If you just stop to smell the roses, this is how you're able to have safe passage. And I like how the pup's like saying that versus everyone else's immediate instinct is to just chop away instead of just smelling the roses. They will accept your kindness. Man, this pup is like super kind. Despite everyone around him being insulting or like very mean. Man, this pup needs so much love, man. This pup loves himself, loves the world, has like a positive outlook on the world, and I really like that. But again, Puss in Boots plus some travel equals destination. There's a few destinations that he ends up at. He gets a hold of the map. He ends up in this cave of souls, and I like how he's talking to his past lives in the cave of souls, and they're like, hey, you should get those 9 lives back, okay? So you can be the legend again, like living in the past. And I'm a big fan of this because, wow, it's tremendous character growth for Puss in Boots to be like rejecting his past lives and be like, I'm gonna really enjoy this life with my friends that I have. And that is some character progression right there. But then, uh-oh, it's the wolf again. Grr. Who are you? Why do you keep chasing me? I am the wolfification of death. And I really like that, because it's like, ooh, yeah, it's like straight looking into you, like, you're gonna die. I really like that, just look into the wolf's eyes, and you're like, you're gonna die. You gotta enjoy life. This is the only one you got. The sweet equalizer. I'm a big fan, okay? So now, I just like how Puss in Boots is like, okay, I'm gonna run. Eventually, though, he does develop the courage to face off, like stare at death in the eye. This happens when they all go to the wish abyss. I want to call it that, the wish abyss. And of course, because Puss in Boots is so scary, he's gonna run off. And I'm like, dude, no, it's not good. It's not a good thing at all. Don't do that, please. What about the friends you've made along the way? This is the journey, the friends we made along the way. Puss in Boots, he's like, oh, I'm gonna read it. But then Kitty Softpaw is like, you betrayed me. And then she shares her wish. She just wants somebody to trust. Puss in Boots is like, no, don't you understand? I'm on my last life. And then these villains come in, big old villain fight. But also Goldilocks. I really like the Goldilocks, the arc of Goldilocks and the bears, because Goldilocks at the beginning kind of is really mean to the bears, especially to her brother, the brother bear. And it's shown that she wants to make a wish that she wants a real family, like humans and stuff. And this makes the bears sad, and it makes me sad, because it's like, but the family is the people you surround yourself with. It's not just like biological, okay? I find it really loving that Mama Bear is like, woo, I'm gonna be sad that you're gonna leave, but I love you, so I'm gonna do what makes you happy. And that almost got me to cry, because then it was immediately, the emotional tension was immediately broken. But like another thing, like, oh, we gotta go forward. So now we're seeing Goldilocks in the wish abyss with her family that she doesn't want. But then, uh-oh, looks like Brother Bear is about to be vaporized, which is terrifying. Like, just like the edges of this like star-shaped pattern in the wish abyss, it's like, oh, if you go out of bounds, then you're immediately just vaporized. Get wrecked. No life for you. But then it takes Goldilocks to really go up, crawl up the backs of the bears, grab her, like, you know, she has a staff thingy that has like a Y at the top, grabs the bear, and it's really lovely to seeing this. I'm like, oh man, she also had a character development too. Wow. This is about the importance of family. And it like turns out that nobody gets a wish. Except for, you know, that big bad villain guy, you know, the monster guy. There's a conscious, I like the conscious joke. The conscious is like, yeah, you're the worst guy ever. Also, this dude has a phoenix, which is terrifying because he used to burn the entire forest of pocketful posies is the term. It's just awful. Dude, this guy sucks. So, you know, rightfully so, everyone goes against this guy. Big, bad, evil guy. And he gets, like, sucked into vroom, 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 vroom. I don't know, he gets, like, vaporized or something. He now just goes up into space, and then poof, he's now, like, a bunch of different stars or something. I don't know, but I like the ending of the movie because it's like, well, I'm glad that the big bad evil didn't win. There's a really good lesson to learn from this movie, and it's to appreciate who you have and to appreciate your life while you have it, and to do what you want with it. Don't let other people hold you back. That's what I learned from this movie. This movie is so colorful. Oh my goodness. I also love the textures for the brushes. There's like a fur texture. It's really cool. I like it for the character designs. It's 3D? Yeah, it was 3D. It was 3D animation with like texture brushes, but you know, 3D animation smooth, but there's also some moments where the 3D animation is like 24 frames per second, and some of the background animation is like 12 frames per second. And I liked that. I like seeing, oh wow, there's a different frame rate. It kind of makes the environment seem cool. Like, it gives it like a really cool vibe. That's like the best way I could really describe it, honestly. It looks cool. Also, great animation. There's a good, hefty, even I'd say, a great amount of animation principles. Like there's a lot of bounciness to a lot of the actions. And there's also like some sort of like realism too, mostly in the emotions. Talking cats don't exist. I'm sorry to break your bubble if you think talking cats exist. They don't. You've been lied to. There are an unfortunate lack of gators in this movie though. Despite how colorful it is and the great message, no gators, so I'm gonna give this movie a solid like 7.7 out of 10. If you like this review, please tell me how I can improve in the comments below, or you can like, comment, subscribe, or share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that, or you can fast track a movie review request at patreon.com/ASCpresents for $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month, or $3 a month for $2.50 daily vlogs that are up there, plus early access to how to draw all of the Pokemon Pokedex 151 for 2023 goal, all at patreon.com/ASCpresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of these daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree. My Fansly is free to follow, so go there. And until next time, I'm in salad sauce. See you later, my salad croutons and bacon bits.